Have you ever sent a text only to be met with silence, or worse, a frustrated reply? If you nodded, this video is for you. The truth is, there are certain texts that can turn a good conversation into a bad one in seconds. Today, we are talking about the common types of texts women absolutely hate receiving. Understanding this can transform your texting game so that your messages are always well received. By the end of this video, you will understand the key texting mistakes to avoid and how to communicate in a way that is respectful and attractive. Number 9. Text with typos and incorrect grammar. Incorrect grammar is always an instant turnoff. When you are trying to impress someone, but your texts are riddled with typos and grammatical nightmares, it leaves the worst impression you could imagine. A message full of errors screams carelessness and even makes you seem less intelligent or lazy. Sure, the occasional slip-up is forgivable. We are all human after all. But when it becomes a routine, that is when women start to lose patience. Imagine sending a text meant to be cute, like, "You're the only one for me." That "your" instead of "your" flips the cute to cringe real quick. It is a small error, but it packs a punch in the wrong direction. Always give your text a once-over before hitting send. If grammar isn't your strong suit, it is time to hit the books. There is absolutely no shame in learning. Today, resources are plentiful, and taking the time to improve shows you care, not just about your texts, but about how you present yourself to the world. Number 8. Overeager texts. Overeager texts are like crashing a party where no one knows your name. Awkward and kind of cringy. Imagine your phone is blowing up with messages that just don't let up. It is like someone is throwing too much at you way too soon. It feels desperate, clingy, and honestly, it is a bit much. That is what women feel when you send such texts. To dodge being that guy, just chill out a bit. Chatting is supposed to be back and forth, not a one-man show. Shot a text? Cool. Now hang tight for a bit. Let her hit you back before you dive in again. And when you do hit send, keep it laid back. Be interested, sure, but don't flood her phone. Number 7. Drunk texts. So, you had a blast at the weekend party? Great. But keep it off your texts, especially when you are still buzzing from the night. When you are high or drunk, your judgment takes a nosedive, and trust me, you are not as charming as you think you are in that state. Sending a text under the influence is like playing Russian roulette with your dignity. Sooner or later, you are going to shoot yourself in the foot. And if that text lands in the inbox of the woman you like, man, you are busted. Let's say you send her a text saying, "Hey, I am so drunk, RN. Wish you were here to take care of me." It seems funny or cute in your head at the moment, but from her perspective, it is a red flag. Women hate drunk texts because they are sloppy, they make you look irresponsible, and honestly, they are just a turnoff. The fix is simple. Keep your phone off when you are partying, or at least have a friend keep you in check. Better yet, if you feel the urge to text while intoxicated, write it down in your notes and revisit it when you are sober. Later, you will be thanking the heavens you didn't hit send. Number 6. Inappropriate relationship-changing texts. These texts try to take things from 0 to 100 real quick. Sending a message like, "I think I am falling for you," when you have only been on a couple of dates, or "let's move in together" out of the blue, can send someone running for the hills. Why? Because they are too much, too soon. Women hate these texts because they put undue pressure on the relationship and can feel manipulative or pushy. Instead of dropping bombshells over text, focus on building a genuine connection. Take the time to get to know each other. If you feel like things are moving to a next level, talk about it in person. It shows respect, maturity, and that you value the relationship enough to discuss important matters face to face. Remember, good things take time. Rushing can make you stumble, but moving at a pace comfortable for both can make you unstoppable. Keep it cool, keep it respectful, and let things evolve naturally. That is the way to win hearts, not by pressing fast forward on your relationship through a text. Number 5. Group texts. Are you the guy who loves his WhatsApp a little too much and creates groups for everything and adds everyone he knows, including her? Heads up, if you keep adding her to these random group chats, you are on the fast track to getting blocked. Women hate it. Seriously. It is not personal, it is just impersonal, actually. It feels like you are shouting into a crowd rather than talking to her. Group texts are those blasts you send out to a bunch of people at once, whether it is some meme that has been around the block or the 100th happy holiday message of the day. It is not that she doesn't appreciate a good laugh or a holiday wish, but when it is one of many in a crowded chat, it just loses its charm. So to avoid the block, text her directly. If you have got something to share that you genuinely think she would enjoy or laugh at, send it to her and her alone. It shows you are thinking of her specifically, and that is the kind of attention that counts. Keep it personal, keep it direct, and leave the group blast for your fantasy football league. Number 4, texts sent at inappropriate hours. Have you ever thought of sending a text at 3 a.m. because you just had a thought that couldn't wait? Here is a piece of advice. Wait. Texts sent at ungodly hours are annoying and a one-way ticket to getting ignored or blocked. Women hate waking up to a phone buzzing in the middle of the night for something that absolutely could have waited till morning. It is not romantic, it is disruptive, and it gives off the vibe that you don't respect her time or her sleep. Instead of hitting send in the middle of the night, jot that thought down in your notes and text her at a reasonable hour. It shows you are considerate and understand boundaries. Plus, it saves you both from unnecessary irritation. Remember, good timing is part of good communication. Number 3, one-liners that are openly sexual or provocative. Now, on to those one-liners that are more cringe than charm. You know the ones, overly sexual or provocative messages that come out of nowhere. They are not bold, they are just wrong. Women hate them because they are objectifying and uncomfortable. It is the quickest way to make her feel disrespected and devalued. If you are genuinely interested in a woman, show it through respectful and engaging conversation. Ask about her day and her interests, or share a laugh together. Building a connection is about mutual respect and interest, not about seeing how quickly you can cross a line. So before you send that one-liner you think is smooth, ask yourself, is this respectful? Is this how I would want someone to talk to me? If the answer is no, then rethink your approach. Communication is about making connections, not burning bridges. Number 2, awkward openers. Have you ever started a conversation with something like, hey, if you were a vegetable, you would be a cucumber? Yeah, let's talk about those awkward openers. They are like trying to start a car that just won't turn over. You think it is going to be smooth and clever, but it ends up just being, well, awkward. Women aren't looking for a line out of a bad comedy sketch. They are looking for a genuine connection. These kinds of openers make it hard to move the conversation forward in a meaningful way. Rather than reaching for something that sounds like it came off a bad joke calendar, try starting with something real. Share something interesting about your day and ask about hers, or bring up a topic you know she is into. The best conversations start with sincerity, not a gimmick. The goal is to make her feel comfortable and interested, not to leave her searching for the right reaction to an awkward opener. Number 1, soliciting nudes. Now this one should go without saying, but asking for nudes is a huge no-go. It is not just inappropriate, but a violation of trust and respect. This kind of request puts her in an incredibly uncomfortable position. It is not flirty, it is pressure, and it is not the way to anyone's heart. It reduces a meaningful interaction to something cheap and transactional, and hence, women hate it. It is a clear sign you are not interested in her for the right reasons. If you are genuinely interested in getting to know her, build a connection based on mutual respect and interest. Good relationships, whether they are romantic or platonic, are built on a foundation of trust and respect for each other's boundaries. Soliciting nudes shatters that trust and shows a lack of respect. Conclusion: treat the woman you are texting with care and respect. Make sure your messages are kind, thoughtful, and show that you are genuinely interested in her as a person. Before you send a text, think about how it can make her feel. If it doesn't feel right, or if it can make her uncomfortable, don't send it. If you have made it this far, comment below with the word 100% to confirm that you have received the knowledge from this video. For more interesting topics, make sure you watch the recommended video that you see on the screen right now.